Welcome back to another one. In this video, we want to talk about breathwork for cyclists. This is really for special populations that want to cycle, do soul cycling, all that good stuff. I want to help you understand how you can leverage your breath for your performance while you're cycling. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. So before we get started, we always want to set the baseline understanding. So if you're very brand new to this channel, first video you're ever watching, someone shared it with you, welcome. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you'll see why. But let's talk about the foundations. We always want to know, what is our alpha state? What is the state that allows us to perform at our genetic potential? And for us, when we think about that alpha state, we break it down into three fundamental components, the cores, what we like to call it, the core M3, movement, metabolism, mindset, movement, metabolism, mindset. And within those cores, you realize there's subatomic units that make it as strong as it is, right? So movement, your breath work and your blood flow, your metabolism, what are you putting inside your mouth, what are you not, like in fasting, and then your mindset, what are you thinking about as you're going throughout your full day, your circadian rhythm, your rise ritual, and then your rest ritual. We talk about all that. We talk about movement, metabolism in prior videos, but in this one, we want to talk about breath work and cycling. You're on a bike, you're pushing that bike, whatever that type of bike is, and you're just going. One of the big things you need for that is endurance, right? The ability to go longer for long periods of time. And the only way you can actually build that is actually learning how to control your breath. How do you actually take it in through your nose, put it into your lungs, and then eventually keep going in cycles and optimizing it? If you've been a long-time runner, you'll know breathwork is super important. You know without a doubt, you have to train for it. You have to focus on your whole lung apparatus. And perhaps maybe you don't know the physiology or anatomy behind your lungs and your chest cavity and your thorax, but you do have an inherent understanding of how to do it. So let's talk about it. Before we get started though, let's go ahead and just take a deep breath together just so that we can set the baseline, what you think breath is and what I think breath is. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and then let it go. I exaggerated just so that you get an idea. But when we do breath like that, we think like, whoa, we took in a huge breath. We stuck our chest, we took in a deep breath. But what really happened is we took a very shallow breath. That tree behind me there's an intentional purpose why I'm here. If you were to flip that tree upside down, think of that tree trunk as your trachea. And you're taking the oxygen and it has to fill that full tree up like a balloon. But what happens when you took that breath, you're only doing the top portion. So if I were to turn that tree upside down, you're only getting that top portion. And what if I were to tell you you're only getting like 30%, 20 to 30% inhalation, actually oxygen being put inside your body. And so what I want to do with you is actually show you something called diaphragmatic breath, how you actually can do belly breathing so you can optimize how much you actually get within yourself. So what I would recommend and invite you to do is go ahead and put your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your belly. We want to go ahead and expand the belly, rise the chest, expand the belly, rise the chest. I'm going to go and show you from a side profile so you get an idea and you can go ahead and follow along after we do it. So go ahead and expand the belly, rise the chest, and then let it go. Expand the belly, rise the chest, and then let it go. We're going to do 5 of these. At the 5th one, we'll go ahead and come back to the topic and tell me how you feel, right? You'll see my demeanor, how I feel, and how I go ahead and talk to you. And I think you'll appreciate just how powerful your body is when you actually think about it. So go ahead and put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly, inhale from the belly, rise the chest. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. How do you feel? I know I feel great. I feel centered. I feel in the present moment. I have to do activities like this to bring me in the present moment. And when you're a cyclist, you have to be in the present moment. As much as you want to automate it, you're thinking about your breath, you're thinking about cycling. As much as you might wander off, you still got to come back to the breath. You still got to figure out, how do I take that next pedal? How do I go take that next breath? How do I go 1 more mile? How do I go 1 more kilometer? Whatever that metric is for you. You got to be in the present moment. You know, we get stuck in the past, and sometimes we get depressed by it because we dwell on it. But then at the same time, we get stuck in the future. We get anxious by what's going to happen, what we're expecting. But this moment, my friends, this moment is all we have. This moment is live or die, right? You know, 1 second you know someone alive, 1 second they're gone. And so I implore you, invite you to explore the breath and go ahead and try to do diaphragmatic breathing, right? Belly breathing as you go throughout your day, and see how that impacts you as you go about your normal activities. You know, I get into a lot of other topics of, you know, the physiology behind it and what happens when you don't get enough energy from breathing and all the other things that we do. You can go ahead and take a look at those videos. But in this situation, we really want to dive into the cycling aspect of it. You know, cycling in itself is just movement. It's just a type of movement that you have to keep doing over and over and over and over and over to get to a destination. You know, sometimes we are cycling in position. You know, we're not really going anywhere. We're just cycling so we can, you know, do cardio, get our heart rate up and move our body. But certain times individuals will be cycling for long distances, right? Think of like Lance Armstrong and that type of behavior of cycling long distances. So you need the energy. And so a lot of people are taking supplements and stimulants and whatnot to get more energy, to be able to get stronger and push further. But what if I were to tell you that if you just really dial in, hone in, tune in to your breath, you can go ahead and eliminate the need for so many different supplements and drugs and all this extra, et cetera, et cetera. I know, too easy, Shaquille, too easy, yo. Just give me a pill, bro. Just give me a pill. Why are you telling me all of this? I don't want to hear any of this. I just want to know if I can press a button and feel good, right? So that's the reality, but the real reality is that you got to put effort in. You got to slowly do it. Think about those things you got to do, act on those thoughts. And as you act on those thoughts, they become part of your behavioral patterns. And those behavioral patterns eventually become your habit, something that you do all the time. And as you do this more and more, it becomes your personality. It is who you are known for. And then eventually it becomes part of your lifestyle where you cannot live without doing it. Me, Shaquille, 2024, I cannot see a life without the gym. I cannot see a life where I don't have like a bench press or dumbbells that are very, very heavy or some sort of apparatus where I'm moving my body around. I can't see a reality because I know the other reality. I've lived that other reality, the deformed Shaquille, the skinny fat Shaquille. Very, very, very unpleasant. And that's all I needed. I needed to see that version of me. I needed to experience that version of me, and I'm scared straight. You know that concept, scared straight? I'm scared straight. Hopefully you are as well, and I help you understand a little bit about yourself. Maybe a little bit or a lot, profound, possibly life-changing, whatever it may be. Go ahead and focus on yourself. With that, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Give me a like, letting me know you liked the video. If you disliked it, same thing, dislike it and let me know in the comments how I can improve upon it in future iterations. But what I really love to see is your subscription. Subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that you appreciate my content. You know it provides value, and others will also see it. They will get value. If you want to share it, they will also get value as well. Other than that, my name is Shaquille. I'm with Alpha. We're here to optimize yourself to your genetic potential. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.